Alright, let me know when the ads and everything are done, like always. Okay, easy there, OBS. Don't have it fit. That was weird. Hello! We all good to go? So, unfortunately, I was not able to pass Spellmaster down. I tried and tried and tried and tried, and it didn't roll even once, so I just tossed him out and gave up. It's still there in my compendium for when I actually want it. But for now, I'm not gonna bother. It is Monday. So, let's go talk to Rise. Rise's not available. Oh yes, Naoki's the one that's available. Let's go talk to Naoki then. Yeah, it's incredibly unfortunate, but I spent like an hour trying to get it to come up just once, and it would not. So I just threw up my hands and gave up. My shaved ice is a solid mass, and that makes me sad. I got some water and some of that to keep my throat from hurting, but it was frozen solid when I got it out of the fridge. That's a strangely, cutely sentimental way of looking at it.
Thank you.
This is his establishing rank, so I don't think what I say matters, so...
No, it's okay.
He's got a weirdly cute little voice.
Oh, I'm Naoki Konishi.
His appearance still gives me the heebie-jeebies, though. That's fine.
Thank God.
You were honestly pretty hurt, so I don't really blame you for that too much. There's just something really off about the art, and it might not even be anything like proportions or anything. It might be perfectly well drawn, but just the design in the art or something about it is very creepy to me. And here's where the hangman's been waiting around, though I'm pretty sure we talked about Naoki being the hangman before. There is actually something I'm going to refuse once I get this maxed. And it's the dog. I don't remember what it's called. I just remember that it's the legend that the Canine Warriors in Okami is based off of. I think you're right, it is. There's just something off about his hair. Does that mean he's not going to be here in school, so I'd have to actually leave school to get him? Or I wonder if he's just telling me where to find him
Goodbye.
outside of school. Either way, intention is that we're going to hit him up Monday to Thursday. And hit Reset up when she's available. I believe Maverick said it was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then once Reset is done, we'll start hitting up I. So I might hit up I instead of Naoki every time she's up, just because she's so much closer to maxing. Hey, look at that. I forgot to grab a moon persona though, so I would have to go do that. Moon, and I should probably grab a Temperance, because once Rese's done, I believe Saturday is the days I can do Temperance, so I can start working on that one again. Huh. Naoto's available? I wanted to check something. We maxed Naoto out. Why is she available? I'll go. Excuse me. Maybe it's a lover's thing. Yeah, I'll grab a moon save and we'll come back and talk to her and see what it is. I want to pull something out, not register something. Infinite lovers, justice, hermit, fortune, strength, death, temperance. Just get one we confuse something halfway decent later on. And we need a moon. I need to refuse a bunch of these, but oh well. I can worry about that later. I'll go get that now then to get that out of the way. Something with Repel Fizz, but it's weak to both light and dark, so I don't think so. God, she's so blushy, it's adorable. Actually, she called us here. Or took us here. Something. She is so adorably awkward. Also, I forgot to say, but whatever. I guess that's just a lover's scene that you get. Glad to know we don't really have to worry about it then. Okay, speaking of I. Sure, we got our moon persona, so. I'm glad I grabbed that. I think this is her rank 8. Whatever rank was after the Lover's Dodge. Huh. You probably had a crush on him because he was a, because he was nice to you, I. Not a lot of people are actually nice to you. Well, at least it means I don't gotta worry about it. I guess. Huh, I got my points. Maybe find another guide. Actually, could it be that it's not that none of the options have points? Could it be that all of the options have the same amount of points? Aw, that's cute. She likes bulldogs. You're actually kind of a cool chick when you're not, pretending, hi. Well, we'll figure it out. If any of them will do, we'll find out when I pick options to be IC, so. She's kind of making me smile right now.
See you again.
Mashing time. Hmm? So your choice doesn't matter because whatever you pick, the answer result will be the same. Good to know. Means I don't have to worry about a guide for this one. You can pull up Naoki's in the Temperance one then. We're pretty far in Lovers too, aren't we? At least it's easy to check when when she spawns tomorrow. So why are you picking on Yosuke? Origin of the word wedding. I actually have no idea. I'd assume a promise, considering a thing with the dowry and whatnot. Gamble. Interesting. At least she's trying to help? No, you're not, Yosuke. You're not sorry at all. Oh, who we got? Again? Sure. This will be 9 and then rank 10. And I can put that one to rest. Uh-oh. Heard from her in a while? I have a bad feeling about this. Wow. I'm literally the top scoring person in this entire school. You can shove right off. Is every male character in this entire school besides our party and our social links creeps?
Huh?
Is this a school for creepy people? How did we get transferred in here? Can I punch him in the teeth?
Uh-uh.
You know, that sounds like a threat, and my uncle's a police officer. He might currently be on bed rest, but I could submit that to the police department, you know.
Huh?
I feel like I'm gonna leave her to do this on her own. She's my friend. You're a twerp. Holy crap, So, anybody want to give me an alibi, a shovel, and a time? So this is kind of why I love games like this. So she was one of the most unlikable characters, and once she actually started trying to be herself and not someone she wasn't, she became a real sweetheart. She seems a lot happier too, don't she? Yep. She just needed to be shown that what she saw in her past was not the law of the world. And once it was, she could accept herself and become a pretty good person. I mean, all we would really have to do is tell the dude that, tell Kanji that this dude tried to slap his senpai, and there would probably be blood. I don't think Kanji would take very nicely to that.
See you again.
Yup. Oh, since Nanako's not here to take it, the delivery driver comes for us this time. Hello! Nice. Okay, tomorrow, Risei. I should probably mail the prize stickers tomorrow as well, since I still have some more. I mean, to be fair, I have a sword in my pant pocket. I'm not really afraid of, people coming to my door. Actually, we may not be able to do Risei because it's raining. Soji's the type to answer the door naked if he's not expecting company. Yeah, Naoki's not available. Didn't think so, but figured it couldn't hurt to check. There is something we can do, however. See, Soji's the type who, if he knew there were Jehovah's Witnesses around, he would start intentionally answering the door completely in the nude to make them leave him alone. Alright, since we have actually finished the Hermit Social Link, we can now come pray at the shrine. Which will give us social link points with someone. Oops, I didn't mean to call the fox. Crap. Oh well, whatever. I wanted to show that off, but I'm certain I'll be able to show it off tomorrow. Because it's going to rain for 3 days straight, so, Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's go ahead and start with I, since she has one more to rank up. And I believe Risei's primed to rank up. That might have been a good idea, because it didn't give me the note that I was ready to get closer to I. I'm not sure if it will when you pray at the shrine, but I feel like it's supposed to. But I don't know for sure. But I'll try to go with I again tomorrow and see if it changes. Free social link points on a day you couldn't do anything else, so I'm not gonna complain. Though that upcoming weather report looks a little interesting, doesn't it? Alright. I'm actually going to make a backup save here. Yeah, there's only a chance, and it can trigger on people who are maxed out, so it's much better to go with the shrine if you have the shrine available. If you don't have the shrine available and you have nothing else to do, if you're really hurting for points for everyone, I'd say it's worth it. Otherwise, I just work to get more money for the TV world. Yeah, I agree. I have said it before, is Golden did make a lot of quality of life improvements, but they also made a lot of bad steps backwards as well. Didn't mean to do that. Crap. Oh, whatever. It looks like this shrine doesn't actually pop that message, so that could have been all we needed for I. Don't know for sure. It gave me what I needed to know, so I don't really care all that much. And as far as I'm aware, only your party members are locked for their ranks in the plot. So the other 3 I can still level up in December, when I could not do that for my party, so I'm honestly not too worried. I'm pretty sure I'm at a spot where I can max everything out. Though I am really concerned about the fact that the weather reports seem to be just endless fog. Yeah, look at that. That's an interesting thing. I hope killing the god of fog didn't actually cause any problems. Hello! Double hello! Gimme, 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 gimme. Well, okay. It actually isn't. No, you're right. It probably is cloudy. I thought it was fog. I don't know why. Well, let's go hit up the shrine again, since there's still literally nothing else we can do. Ah, rainy days. Enjoy what? Pray. Let's go ahead and just make absolutely sure that we can get I primed. Yeah, if it's minor, go ahead.
And now the weather. The week ended on a wet note as rain clouds moved into the area. As a result, a thick fog is expected to form in the Inaba region later tonight.
Also, I like the fact you don't really check the midnight channel until tonight. Though it feels weird because it says later tonight and it's midnight. Do they mean early in the morning? Did I now? Does Tanaka not show up anymore on Sundays? Okay. We'll get to that next Sunday I get the chance then. Thank you for letting me know that, though. Now I know I don't have to worry about the shopping program. Huh, this is new. Didn't the fog usually burn away before morning?
Oh, there he is!
Take a look at this. Namatame's in today's paper.
I'm so sorry for hearing weird noises. I have, like, a really bad itch on my leg.
So it's finally over.
Yeah, seriously. I wish we could have done it sooner.
I don't know. There's still a lot of questions I have that aren't answered.
Isn't the fog kind of thick this morning? And it's so chilly.
It rarely gets this cold in November.
Oh, it's you guys. Perfect timing. I just got a call from the hospital. They said that starting today, it's okay to visit Nanako-chan.
Woo! Nanako!
So she's getting a little better. Thank goodness.
Oh, is that today's paper? So you already know about him. Two counts of kidnappings and murder and 5 counts of attempted murder. Those are serious crimes. I think it'll go down in history as one of the worst sprees in Japan. He's still mentally unstable, but we're slowly piecing together a story. This is still a secret, but I guess it's okay to tell you guys.
2 counts of...
You know that diary we found? There were entries about Miss Yamano and Miss Konishi in it. Looks like Namatame had been making advances on Miss Konishi.
Is there There's something we're missing here, I think.
That son of a bitch!
Yeah, well, I'm gonna head to the hospital now. Dojima-san's recovering too, so I need to go over a few things about this
Oh
case
no, I get it. I get it.
Yosuke.
Sorry. I'm alright. Namatame's been caught. He can't hurt anyone now. But forget him. Let's all go visit Nanako-chan after school.
Nanako!
Of course.
Nanako!
Let's tell the others once we get to school.
Othello. It's fine. We're Soji. We can ace him, no problem. Othello, I think I've heard of Othello before, but I can't remember what game that actually is.
Nanako, everyone's here to see you.
Hi, little sis.
Big bro.
You don't gotta talk. We'll just stay here and talk with you.
Dojima-san! Ugh. How many times does this make it today? I understand that you're worried about your daughter, but you still need your rest too.
Sorry.
Dojima's a problem for the nurses, it seems.
Are your injuries that bad?
Well, my wounds have just closed up, and it seems I have a couple of fractures as well.
You were in a car accident.
I'm sorry. I'll wheel him back to his room immediately.
What are you apologizing for?
It's almost time for your checkup, so make sure you're back in your room before then.
Big bro.
It's okay, Nanako. We're right here.
Stay here.
Okay. You just rest. We'll be right here. I do feel a little bad for Dojima, though. Then again, he's seen her multiple times before, so maybe not.
Her condition is stable for now, but I never thought I'd say this as a doctor, but we still can't figure out the cause of Nanako-chan's symptoms. That's why we can only administer temporary treatments to alleviate her current pains.
But she's not in danger anymore, is she?
She's regained consciousness, but we can't let our guard down yet. All we can do for now is to monitor her condition closely.
Adachi, how's it going with Namatame?
Well, he's awake now, but he's in no condition to tell us anything useful. We only get a little time each day to interrogate him, so we're stuck until his strength recovers.
I see. I should get back to work as soon as possible. Hopefully by then, Nanako will be out of the hospital.
I think Nanako-chan can get more peace and quiet if she stays here. It's so foggy out, and there's been some weird rumors going around. Seems like no one knows why there's so much fog in town.
It's true. The number of patients complaining about fog-related health problems has increased.
Wait,
Which is quite unusual.
fog-related health problems? That... that doesn't sound good.
I can't say for sure that it has no effect on the human body. It certainly could be a psychological effect. People's anxiety over the fog could cause problems. But as far as the fog's chemical makeup, well, that's not my field, so I can only speculate. What concerns me is that transportation of our medical supplies has been delayed due to the fog.
Fog-related health problems. Oh, that's just ridiculous.
I can think
Anyone who
of...
says that is just blowing smoke.
I can think of one thing that wouldn't be ridiculous about that, if the fog was a certain type of fog. But that's the only fog I can think of that we proved was harmful. I don't like this. I don't like what's going on here.
Isn't this weather strange? How could it be lasting so long?
I've never seen anything like it.
I wonder what's causing it. It's so creepy. I heard that a friend of mine's son got sick from the fog and collapsed.
That
You know how sensitive children are to that sort of thing.
that sounds more than psychological
too.
anxiety.
They say an old man was driving through the fog and got into an accident.
What? Did he lose control?
Well, he'd never been in an accident or even gotten a ticket before, so something seems off. Isn't that scary?
I've even heard there are experts saying it's poisonous. I wonder if that's true.
Something's wrong here.
Do you think it's, you know, because of that global warming thing? This town's changed a lot over the years. I wish the government would step in and do something about this.
Do what?
Oh, I agree completely. If we're going to pay taxes, I expect the authorities to do their jobs.
This fog is poison! It's a gas filled with viruses!
Oh hey, it's Discount Shinji again.
Don't inhale the fog, or you'll die!
He's not the first one like that I've seen lately.
Poisonous gas, though?
Oh, I'm sure it's not true.
Oh.
Is something wrong?
Oh my. I think I'm coming down with something.
You can't be serious. Oh, that's right. I needed to do some grocery shopping. Well then.
Also, I'm saying it right now, if this fog starts turning people into shadows, I'm running screaming out of Annaba.
Business has been so slow lately.
Nah, I don't need to study. Seriously though, if you want something creepy, watch Persona 3 and the first person who turns into a shadow during the dark hour, and you'll probably not sleep for a couple days. At least I should be able to link with my friends when I get some free time. Oh, I love the scene too. It's just very horrifying. That's why I said if that starts happening here, I'm leaving Annaba. I don't care. I'm throwing all my friends into a train along with Dojima and Nanako, and we're just running. Oh, this music is really low and intimidating. It's very, very quiet and kind of thumping. Not quite heartbeat, but very creepy. Why is half the male people in this school creepy? Also, this dude's a terrible teacher. You've never heard of this thing? Let me put one student on the spotlight and ask him a question. That's a great way to make your students confident, dude. Way to go. I'm pretty sure it's Patagonian, or however you say that. Huh, I was right. I mean, if you're lying to your wife, her gullibility is not what I'm looking poorly at in this situation. I don't think trusting your spouse's suggestion is gullible. Your spouse is someone who you're probably supposed to be able to trust, you know? Oh, that same thumping heartbeat music is now playing in the school as well. This has gotten creepy really fast. Okay. No, Naoto is just the hangout. Ai's not here. So let's check the liquor store for Naoki. You can even see the fog covers the minimap now. The liquor store was north, I believe. Hang on a second. Did I just... no. I could have sworn I saw the attendant here. Also, when focusing with social links, I've actually missed my chance to get all the side quests done. Oops. No. Naoki said he was by the liquor store, right? And it's Monday through Thursday? Where is he? Because Naoto... Really? Because I didn't see him. Did I just overlook him? He's not here. That is very strange because he is not here. Okie dokie. He is neither near the liquor store nor right here, so I guess we'll see if Temperance is... it's a lover's thing. You can hang out for an extra scene as many times as you want. Because wasting valuable days doing that is a good idea? Question mark? Monday, Friday, or Saturday. Okay, so I missed it by just a day. Yeah, Naoki's just gone. Okay. I guess I'll pray for Rise then. We go from the deep, intimidating music to... this. Rise needs Jesus in her life. Or whatever Japanese Jesus would be. Hello? No. I gotta use my days as much as I can. Because I'm not gonna feel comfortable until I've got Rise maxed. Because then I will know I'll be good to go. Okay, so you said... holidays and weekends. I don't know if Rise shows up on holidays as well, but let's find out. This music is so creepy. I feel like it's a horror game track. Rise's not here. There's Chie. Naoki is still gone. What's going on here? Yeah, Aerie. Aerie was Temperance. Excuse me, sorry. Aw! I should have done that. Let me know if anything like that comes up again, and I'll do it if I have nothing else to do that day. Well, if Naoki's not here, I might as well. I'm gonna be really mad if I have actually completely missed my chance to max Rise out. I'm gonna be really, really, really salty if that is the case. Because the cutoff date for them, I believe, is 11/27. So Rise better be available tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday so I can finish. I really want to max out all the social links, game. Please work with me here. I don't know. Considering the bounty for solving them, I'd assume all of them are. Then again, never underestimate human ingenuity when money is involved. Okay, I've got to be able to hang out with my party at least on some days. Because if you can visit Nanako to give social link points, they wouldn't be giving you the social link points if you didn't have that ability. I think Nanako is there to make sure that you have enough time to max everyone out. So cross your fingers and hope, because I'm not redoing the entire game just to do an all social link max run. I mean, I'd like to do that, but there's no skip function in this game, so no. Hey, Nanako. I see Soji's probably visiting her every day. He just doesn't stay very very long, considering she needs to rest. We might be screwed on Risei, but I guess we'll find out. I think it's kind of dumb they haven't that arbitrary limit on your party there. Especially considering there's no indication your party will seal before literally everyone else does. So it's kind of a thing. So yeah, just cross your fingers that we will be able to max her out. If she ranks up today, and ranks up at least the day after tomorrow, we'll be able to do it, because I think we're at 8 minimum. I've actually heard this used for both of these. Whoever it is, no, we have to hang out with Risei. Hey, it's Risei herself. Okay, thank God.
Oh, senpai.
We got 3 days to finish this, and I really, really think we can. I think she's high enough ranked we can finish it if we do this. Please let us be high ranked enough that we can finish it. That we're currently in the 11th hour? Though that has another meaning I'll speak about a little later. Oh. We might be screwed. Unless we get enough points in each of her ranks to rank her up every time, she's not going to hit 10. If we have to spend even one day building up the points, she's not going to hit 10. Crap. Ugh. Actually, wait. Today would be 8. Yeah, tomorrow would be 9 and... Alright, cross your fingers, guys.
Senpai.
Moment of truth. Oh. We might be screwed because I can't take the lowest question because I'm not going to cheat. Especially because that screws up a lot of stuff later on. We might be fucked. Oh no. We're not gonna do it then. We're not gonna be able to see the end of Rise's rank. Oh no. If I had remembered the cutoff date, I would have started working on her a lot sooner. Rather than skip her for others. Oh, this is a pain. I wish if points carried over, we would have had this no problem, but...
What?
That sounds incredibly creepy, sir. Also, way to be a total jerk. Okay, is idoldom just creepy inherently? Good God. I'm assuming I'm supposed to just stand here to dodge the lover's flag. Also, this seems incredibly stupid, making this the lover's flag. Just because I'm crying and want to be held doesn't mean that the person is holding me, I'm going to assume that they're gonna date me.
Senpai, thank you.
I am so mad. I got no one to blame but myself. I was avoiding Rise like mad earlier. But I didn't realize the game would just rip so many days away from me. I'm still gonna try and at least get her to rank 9, because we get another skill at rank 9, but... It's also dumb that you can't actually social link with him during what's coming up. Because you can fine if you delay heaven, but you can't with this? I'll look up what you get if you max all the social links and say what it is, because I don't know. I actually don't know, because as far as I'm aware, there's no persona that you get that you can fuse for maxing everything out. Because unlike Orpheus Telos, which you can fuse on a Persona 3 file that has maxed all the social links in one go, the ultimate persona is available just use straight out. Well, not straight out, you have to get the true ending, but still. Wouldn't it be this one? Or this one? Because these are both technically correct, because dashes and apostrophes can take places for omitted letters. Oh, it's a second. I've actually literally never seen it written the second way, but I just was assuming from a grammar standpoint. Yeah, I was just thinking, like, if I reload my old save, will I have enough time to do resave? But no, I saved it when I didn't have the time, so there was no point. Yeah, you and me both. So this right here is the moment of truth. If Rise ranks up, we might have the option. If she does not, there is no hope. I don't think she's gonna rank up, but this is where we can know for sure, one way or the other. Yep, we can't do it. And we're not even going to be able to get her to rank 9 either. I really hate the fact that if you don't do the lovers with the girl, it penalizes you pretty heavily. There really should be a non-lovers option that gives you the same amount of points. It's just kind of stupid there's not. Alright, well there's no point in hanging out with her tomorrow then, because that'll just waste the day. In fact, you know what? I did save, so let's just reload and spend it. Spend the day doing something actually worthwhile. I wouldn't even mind the cutoff date so much if they didn't take so many of the days away from you for really no reason whatsoever. Okay. You can see here the fog is covering Inaba. Alright. We can probably at least max Temperance and Hanged Man. So I can at least show those off. And I might try to show Rise rank 9 and rank 10 as a bonus video. But I'm not promising that because I don't... Like I said, there's no skip function in this game. I would have to replay a very long time. You just kind of a crap kid. I mean, I'm partially on her side, if you want me to be honest, but I don't like kids. Like, real kids, so... Considering she can't just drag you off, apparently. Father's not even in Japan. That's the reason they're having such a huge problem here. From what I understand from what she told us before, she married the guy she liked, was more than willing to get to know the kid, and the guy just, like, up and left on a business trip without much warning at all. Which is why we're having this much trouble.
Thank you.
From what I understand, that's part of Yuta's trouble as well. Is his dad married a new woman, which, okay, that's hard on a kid. They gotta get used to it. And then just up and left, which is, the major problem. So, while Eri definitely does have a hand in it, I'm blaming the dad mostly here.
Bye now.
Yuta's kind of a twit, so maybe nobody wants to watch after him. She does ask somebody and they all go, nope, 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 nope. But yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you. There are ways to deal with this. But I don't think the fault lies with either Eri or Yuta. Because her husband and his dad put them in this position. I don't think his dad would like that. Let's check out that shopping program then. Ah. So Tanaka's taking advantage of that. Well, let's see if we can actually find Naoki then. I don't know where he is. I think this happened the last time I played as well. I started Naoki around this time and he just completely up and vanished. Ah, okay. Mav said it was on weekends, so I came to look.
Yo!
So I don't know why you can go to Nanako today if everybody locks off. Then again, Justice and Hierophant are also completely sealed off at this point, so... No, you're in the hospital. You don't gotta be sorry. I wonder why it, like, I do wonder why it bothers here. Like, why does it give you points for Nanako? Why does it give you points for your party? It kind of makes me wonder if the lockout limit for Justice, Hierophant, and your party was actually figured out much later. Okay, so make absolutely certain you save here, because this day, I believe, is the last free day you have before you get thrown into a possible route branch. Because I don't know if it'll start tomorrow or in a couple of days, but once the cutscenes start, you have to figure out, you have to make the correct choices or you will end up with the bad ending. And I have the choices open in a tab, so I'll tell you what they are when we go through them. Well, I mean, I'll show you what you are, we're picking them. But, like I said, once these cutscenes start, things are really gonna essentially, yeah. Thank you, Maverick. So make absolutely certain you save the night of the 27th before you do anything else. Because if you didn't save and you pick the wrong choices, then you're in a deep load of trouble.
Yo!
The Oct, I'm pretty sure. Like octopus? Or octagon? I'm pretty sure I'm getting these right, but considering I can't even miss one, I'm making sure that these are in fact correct. I believe that was the back to the shoulders, wasn't it? 2 for 2 so far. This I remember. It excretes toxins, because I found that so curious. That was Chile and Argentina, wasn't it? Pretty sure that's what he said. Yeah, gamble. I remember that. Othello. Wasn't that Shakespeare? So I don't think those other three are playwrights. I know Hamlet's not. I have a Shakespeare in my pocket. Let's see. Wasn't it the South Pole 30 degrees because the South Pole actually had landmass? Something like that? Man, I'm remembering correctly for a lot of these. This one I didn't pay even remotely the most attention to. One of these two. This one, okay. Well, I just found out something that makes me care about the maxing out social links far less. You do get a reward for maxing out all the social links in one go. It's a Soji only armor that raises the experience he gains by 50%. Armor doesn't carry over to New Game Plus. So its only existence is literally to let you fuse the one persona at level 91 in the game. So I care a whole heck of a lot less about not being able to get the social links now. So with that, I'm going to pose to you two a question. I have mentioned it before, but finishing the boss of this upcoming dungeon will actually time skip you to the end of the game. Should I just go do that and just forget Hangman and Temperance, since I can't actually do my plan of fusing all the persona this run anyway? So wasn't it microorganisms? No, actually, I didn't remember. As I said, I tend to tune Kashiwaki out when she's on the screen. So I already completely forgot. Beef and pork were... This I do not remember at all. French, okay. But anyways, honestly, I would prefer to just skip to the end. While ranking up Hangman and Temperance would show the conclusions of those social links, so I don't mind showing them off. I don't really care to actually actually do it. Also, I should have saved there. Whoops. They actually gave you the option to save there to skip, Don't worry, I already have all the choices, Mav. I know what I need to pick. But yeah, since I'm not going to be fusing their persona, I'd prefer just to skip it, so...
Man, this fog just won't quit. The weather report said it might start snowing soon. But what's going to happen if it snows with all this fog?
Whoa! Where'd you guys come from?
Wow, that's quite a crowd you got there.
We ran into each other back there, so we came together. The fog's so thick that sometimes you can't see your nose in front of your face, so everyone's forming groups now.
It's definitely been weird lately. It's so cold, too.
Visibility's so bad it's scary. Can I stick close to you, Senpai?
Ugh, this girl never changes.
It really is hard to see anything in this, though. It's just like on the other side.
Guys, put on your glasses!
And Kanji had a thought. Ta-da! This is why the fog is hanging around unnaturally. It's the fog from the TV world.
Oh, it's all clear.
What the hell's going on?
These glasses are meant to help us see through the fog in the other world. But putting that aside, no glasses would improve one's visibility in a fog under normal circumstances.
We did kill the god of fog, so...
Then,
But yeah, this is why people were getting sick.
From over there be leaking into our world? Huh? You guys think that's it? I was kind of expecting you to ignore it as Chie being random again. It's just a thought.
Anyways, today's the last day of exams, right? Let's get them over with so we can meet up at the special headquarters after school.
Wow, we haven't used that name in a while.
Yeah, this is why people were getting sick. Because the TV world's fog is bleeding into our world somehow.
Hey, here's a story about the fog. Some specialists are raising concerns that this fog may consist harmful substances. More and more citizens are calling for an investigation into the cause of the fog and the facts about it. Though the government has begun its preliminary investigation, many feel that the causes will be hard to pinpoint. Huh. Is this fog really dangerous?
Well, it made all of us sick, so...
You hardly ever see people walking around town anymore. Or here, either.
Everyone's too scared of the fog now to go outdoors much.
It does seem a lot like the fog on the other side. But beyond that, I'm clueless.
There's another item of note here. A summary of Namatame's career with details about the case. The suspect was having an affair with the first victim. It seems she was killed due to relationship troubles. Also in April, Miss Saki Kanishi's body was discovered. The police are looking into a motive for the murder. In July, a boy living in Inaba performed a copycat murder. The boy was initially thought to be the culprit behind all the killings, but later suspicion was thrown upon Namatame. Last month, the suspect attempted to kidnap a 7-year-old girl of Inaba, resulting in his arrest. It seems Namatame is still confined to his hospital bed, so further interrogation has yet to commence.
So it's finally over. A lot of stuff's happened. But all that's left is for the police to build a case for Namatame, right? I'm sure your uncle can.
But the stuff he was saying was so obviously nuts. If he says anything about the TV world, he might be considered mentally unstable. Also, I heard before that if the police don't have enough hard evidence, it's difficult to build a case.
Yes, there are many such cases and culprits. It's the eternal conundrum for crime investigators.
So even if they're caught, the law can't do shit?
It's a possibility.
hell's up with that? We all know he did it. You can't just let a maniac who thinks he's saving people by killing them run wild on the streets.
They better not dismiss something this serious because of some mental issues. Saki-senpai. No, not just her. Or that announcer. Even King Moron is his fault. If it weren't for what he did, nobody would have tried a copycat killing. It's his fault Nanako-chan's in the hospital right now, too.
What's the matter?
Let's get her something warm to come back to.
A Kotatsu?
Oh, then why don't we go check them out right now? I know Nanako-chan would be psyched if she came home and found a new Kotatsu.
Dude, why didn't you tell me sooner? The winter season's coming up and we just got a bunch of them in stock. All right, off to the houseware section for Nanako-chan!
I kind of want that purple one.
We better get some oranges to complete the set.
It looks pretty.
It's a cliche because it's true, damn it.
The best compliment to a kotatsu would be a heated rug.
Dude, that much juice would kill the breaker the moment you tried to microwave something. Oh yeah, you've never used a kotatsu before, huh, Ted? It's nice and toasty.
Can I still stay here?
Duh, of course.
You kept your promise to me, so I should be going back.
Teddy, we've been over
I don't
this.
want to go until Nana-chan gets better.
Where did my controller go?
Of course you can stay. How many times do we have to say this before it gets through to you?
Nanako-chan would be sad if you weren't there when she wakes up.
But I couldn't save Nana-chan.
Don't be silly. We saved her together.
Exactly, Teddy. You healed us,
Caught
dude.
the killer, man. We couldn't have done that without you.
Teddy, you shouldn't talk that way when Nanako-chan is still fighting.
You guys.
We love you, Ted. Come stay with us so we're not lonely, please.
Can I really?
That's right, you're just by yourself at home now, huh?
Like, literally.
Hey, why don't we pick out a Christmas present for Nanako-chan while we're at it?
The flail glove, even.
That's a great idea. I'm sure she'll be out of the hospital by then.
All right, but none of this charge it to Yosuke stuff this time. Seriously. We're clear on this, right?
Oh, come on. Why would we do something like that?
Because you've done it before?
Dude, the clothes you got for this guy? I almost pissed my pants when I saw the receipt. How many days do you think I had to work to pay that off?
Well, I can't help it if Juness overcharges for things.
I thought the whole thing was that they undercharge for everything.
Well, I guess you gotta expect that. It's not like Chie-san's ever had the occasion to help a guy shop before.
What? What did you just say?
Okay, everybody's feeling fine enough if they're gonna be
Come
catfighting.
on, baby. Don't fight over me.
No, Teddy.
Stay out of this!
Poor Teddy!
Let's leave them be and think of a present for Nanako-chan on our own.
But what would a girl her age want?
Dolls? Stuffed animals?
What do you think Nanako-chan would appreciate most?
I think one of the dolls. Yeah, right? My inclination would be a Jack Frost doll because I find having a doll of a person you know is a little creepy. I mean, if it was made personally for you, sure, but... What do you guys think? What should we get for Nanako? She's gonna love anything we bring her, but... Get her a Jack Frost doll then.
Yeah, that white round shape's the best. A plush doll's the way to go.
Make it for her, Kanji.
Alright, as soon as Nanako-chan's out of the hospital, we'll have a party at your place.
Yes! And we'll bake the cake.
No! Absolutely not.
Of course. Let's make it a cake to remember.
You stay out of my kitchen.
Oh no, you're not! Are you trying to send Nanako-chan back to the hospital?
Hello? Oh, hey, what's up, Adachi?
Hello, this is Adachi. I want you to stay calm and listen to me, okay?
Okay.
Nanako-chan's condition suddenly got worse.
Oh no.
The doctor wants you to come to the hospital immediately. We'll be waiting.
Probably from Dojima's cell.
Come on, let's go!
That was a delayed sound effect. Thinking even when the game was new, it was having sound effect play things, so... Hey, Dojima's standing. Should you be doing that, Dojima?
Doctor, this fog is poisonous, isn't it? Isn't it filled with viruses? They said so on TV. Isn't there a vaccine or something for it?
Calm down, please. That's just a rumor.
Don't tell me to calm down.
Naomi?
You're lying. We know you have medicine for this.
Wasn't that Naomi's
Are you
voice
just
actor?
going to stand there and watch us die?
Why would we do something like that?
What a commotion.
What the hell's that supposed to mean? Can't you see how much pain she's in?
All we can do right now is monitor her condition closely. Dojima-san, you need to return to your...
I don't give a damn about myself. Do something about Nanako.
Somebody get him back to bed. Dojima, am I gonna have to tie you down?
Dojima-san!
Just save her. For God's sake, please save Nanako.
We'll do our best. I must ask you to step outside for the time being.
I think it's just hurting. I don't think it reopened yet. Because just getting excited doesn't reopen wounds.
Nanako.
He would have had to actually, like, jolt it around, but he did walk here, so maybe it did. Who knows? So things are about to go drastically downhill, so I hope you braced yourself.
Hey, can't you do something?
Him?
This all has to do with the world you came from. Can't you figure something out?
Yosuke, don't blame him. It's not his fault.
I'm thinking, but...
Damn it. Why does this have to happen to a little girl like her? Why'd it turn out like this?
Nanako-chan's gonna be okay, right?
I mean, so is Teddy. Yosuke shouldn't yell at him. Yell at the wall or the doctors, but not Teddy.
You guys still here?
Duh!
How is Dojima-san doing?
His wounds opened up again.
No.
They're treating it over in his room now.
You were right, Mav.
Any luck with your investigation on Namatame?
About that. I won't mince words here. We're gonna have a hard time making these charges stick.
What's that mean?
I talked with the guys at the station, and it'll be next to impossible to find him guilty in court. Especially given the reason why we took him off our list of suspects for the first case.
Oh yeah, something about him having an alibi.
Yeah, that. And the whole angle about him putting people into TVs, there's no way that'll stand up in court. No one would believe that. What the public wants is when, where, and how Namatame killed these people. And Dojima-san knows it.
Well, ain't you calm about this?
I'm just telling you the truth.
Don't shoot the messenger, Kanji.
And you call yourself a cop? Huh?
I know, we're all upset, but it's not his fault.
You want to see that stuff so bad? We'll show you! Hurry up and bring a TV here, damn it!
Don't assault a police officer, Kanji!
Hey, stop!
What the?
Is Nanako-chan's family here. Hurry inside. Please talk to her.
What the hell? What's going on?
No. Nanako-chan. Daddy.
Nanako-chan. Nanako-chan. Can you hear us? Do you understand what we're saying? Your big brother's here with you. Just hang in there. Where's Dojima-san?
We're calling for him right now.
He's in the hospital! Like, this hospital! Why are you having so much trouble getting him here?
How's Nanako?
Doctor.
Big bro. I'm scared. Big bro. Daddy.
Flatlined.
Nanako! Nanako!
I'm sorry, sir.
No.
Damn it! Damn it!
Nana-chan.
I think he checked the heart monitor.
We did everything we could, but we still couldn't figure out what caused this.
Nanako-chan.
Dojima-san, what's with that look?
This music
Huh?
seems very
What's wrong,
unfitting.
everyone? Hmm? Huh? Wait, is Nanako-chan... But then, where did Dojima-san go?
Uh-oh.
His room isn't that way. Wait a sec. That's the way to...
He's going after Namatame.
Senpai! Senpai!
Kanji looks like he's staring at Adachi's tie.
Dojima-san might have gone after Namatame. Adachi-san said he was admitted to this hospital.
Isn't there like a procedure against that?
You transported him to the same hospital? For crying out loud, he's the suspect in the case!
What are you getting mad at me for? This is the biggest hospital, and he's in no condition to be moved. can't tell you that.
Just tell us where he is already! Dojima-san's on his way, ain't he? You don't know what he's gonna do there if we don't stop him!
Kanji-kun, you don't mean...
Yeah, hold on. Just what are you guys talking about?
Cough it up! Where's this room?
Stop manhandling Adachi!
Top floor in the second surgical ward. Furthest room back. But there's a police guard.
I mean, that's a question I'm sure half of Inaba would really like to know the answer to.
I was always watching over Nana-chan, and I still couldn't save her. It happened in my world. Even though I was the only Teddy in that place, I still couldn't do anything.
Teddy. Even knowing this was coming, it broke me up some.
Let go of me. I need to speak to him.
Like we said, without permission.
Permission? Who gave him permission to kill Nanako? Tell me that, huh? The hell with you all! Why is he still alive when Nanako's dead? Give me back Nanako! Give her back! She's all I have! She's... the only one in the world.
Yeah, it's not fitting.
Call a doctor!
You couldn't make a different sound for this?
I need to...
Holy crap! Dojima-san! Quick, get him to his room. I'll go alert the doctors.
Thank you, Adachi.
Dojima-san, was he seriously gonna...
His only daughter's dead. Nothing would have surprised me.
I guess it's meant to be very...
Dojima-san probably knew that there's little to no chance Namatame would be convicted.
mournful and stuff, but
He killed Senpai. And now Nanako-chan.
some of these parts of the song don't
Bastard's
fit.
gonna walk away without paying for what he did.
That's not right. Why? Why is he the one that gets to go on living?
Well, 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 look who's out of bed.
You have your life, and now you want your freedom too?
It's your fault that Nanako-chan's...
I didn't.
This is new.
12 o'clock. Is it the Midnight Channel? Hey, isn't this...
I failed to save her. It's because you got in my way.
Another Namatame? How? The real one's right here and we already beat his shadow.
Meaning that can't really be it, can it?
No. Come to think of it, Namatame never faced his other self.
But he's still not there.
And we didn't witness his shadow returning to his body as a persona either. Perhaps that's why we're seeing this now.
What the... I failed, but it wasn't my fault. And the law can't touch me anyway.
What?
Is that what Namatame's really thinking? Then he wasn't deranged or anything. He knew what he was doing.
To hell with the law! I won't ever forgive what you did!
Even if they did, would it have done anything?
This... Please! Stop!
I've never seen a window that can't be unlocked from the inside.
Stop what? We ain't even done anything yet. Or do you want us to do something? Something fitting for a bastard like you!
Kanji...
Do whatever you want. You hate me because the child died, don't you? I don't care either way. Living or dying makes no difference to me.
Interesting.
But you're different. You can't do such a thing. You wouldn't dare, right? I'll continue saving people. It's my mission.
Mission?
My God.
Please, stop.
He wants us to stop. What should we do?
What do you mean?
We can't let this bastard do whatever he pleases.
Still, what are you going to do?
No way I'm gonna walk out of here doing nothing.
I understand, but...
This must be a luxury suite. Most hospital wards don't have such large televisions. Why, with something like this in the room, this man could escape at any time. Although once he enters, he may find there's no way out.
Wait a second. You don't mean... Are you... serious?
You just gonna turn your back and walk away?
But...
What's gotten into you guys? This is crazy! How can we do something like that?
Chie! Everyone, listen to me. If we're gonna do this, now is our only shot. We won't get a second chance. At this rate, the guy's gonna get off the hook, and he'll go around saving people again. You just heard what this bastard's really thinking. If that happens, it'll be just like Nanako-chan and Senpai. Who knows how many innocent people will die this time? I can't let something like that go. Someone close to me died. Her killer can't be convicted. And now I'm gonna let the same thing happen again? There's no way I can do that! It's just wrong, isn't it?
But Yosuke?
All we have to do is push him inside the TV. That's it. We do that one thing, and this is all over.
Cool story, still murder.
Just push him inside?
If any of you want no part in this, just leave the room. I'm not gonna force you to stay. As for me, nothing could make me forgive this bastard. But before we do this, I want to hear what you think. What do you want to do, leader?
Alright, now it should be obvious, but if Namatame goes into the TV, you get the bad end. Remember what the theme of this game is. The theme of this game is finding out what the real truth behind is, and that means you can't leave any stone unturned. And there are two major things we have that is hinting that something is not going quite right here. The first is that Namatame was talking very strangely. He doesn't seem to... when we talked to him in the TV world, he did not seem to understand that what he was doing was killing people. He said he was saving people, right? And the investigation team thought, okay, well, he thinks killing people is saving them. Except when he saw Kanji, Yukiko, Rise, and Naoto, he said something very important. He said, "You are the ones that I saved," as in past tense. But if he thought killing people was saving them, why would he consider those people saved when they are still alive? That is the first major hint that something is not quite as you think it is. The second major hint is the Midnight Channel show we just saw. Namely, the fact that it didn't work like any other Midnight Channel we've seen. The Namatame in the TV, there were two major problems with the Namatame in the TV. The first is that he was in the clothing that Namatame was actually wearing. Remember, we saw Namatame in his delivery clothes like that, but the shadows don't manifest in the clothes their real selves wearing. They manifest in an appearance that reflects their inner desires. Why was Namatame's be in a delivery uniform of all things? That doesn't quite latch up. The second most important thing, it's the Namatame in the TV directed the investigation team directly. No other shadow has ever addressed any of the Watchers directly. They've done very vague, you people, you Watchers, like you would see on an actual recorded TV. However, the Namatame that we just saw on the TV directly addressed not only us, but a major event that just now happened. Even if it was his shadow, it was created when he went into the TV. How would it know what just now happened? How would it address us directly when it was very clear that the shadows in the Midnight Channel never directly addressed or could see the viewers? And actually there was a third thing that, if you look very carefully, you can notice. The Namatame on the TV in the Midnight Channel show we just saw had golden eyes. Now that may not sound much at most, because you think, of course, Nick, all shadows have golden eyes. Except, think back to every Midnight Channel we've seen. Yukiko's, Kanji's, Mitsuo's, Naoto's. Not a single one of the shadows while on the Midnight Channel had golden eyes. They had their normal color eyes instead, but the Namatame we just saw had the shadow golden eyes. And this is all meant to hint at you, something is not right here. And that is your warning that if Namatame goes to the TV at any point in this section, because this is a whole section we have to do, you lose. You go to the bad ending. So, in order to pass this section, you have to pick every single answer that I'm about to pick. As far as I'm aware, if you deviate even once, you will not get the good ending. You will instead be locked into the bad ending. So first and foremost, we need to pick wait a second here.
We don't have time to wait. If we don't do this now, the cops will come back. What are you trying to say?
Next, you need to pick we're missing something.
Something we don't know. What don't we know?
Next is Namatame's true feelings.
But we just heard the guy's true feelings on TV! What didn't you understand?
Next is something's bothering me.
Well, what is it? I already told you there's no time to waste. Are you even getting at something here, or are you just stalling?
Also, notice how utterly out of control Yosuke is. He's actually attacking us here. But the next option is we're missing something.
Missing? Like what exactly? Damn it, I've heard enough of this bullshit. Give me a straight answer. Are we doing this or not? That's all I give a damn about right now.
And the final option is calm the hell down. Where Soji actually screams at everyone.
He's right. Let's all calm down for a second.
And now you know why everyone just kind of stunned.
I'm perfectly calm.
No, you're not.
Hey, what did you mean by we're missing something?
What's there to miss with a sick bastard like him?
Hey, let's all take a deep breath. After what happened to Nanako-chan and seeing Dojima-san, we're not thinking straight right now.
Fine.
And if you have done that correctly, this will happen and you know that you're on the route to the good end. You can still fail.
You're right. We should calm down and think
because we're not totally out of the woods yet.
I realize now that we've heard almost nothing from Namatame's perspective. There's no denying that this man brought great harm to Nanako-chan. But other than that point, The rest comes from our assumptions based on watching the Midnight Channel a moment ago. I won't deny that we were blinded by the heat of the moment, trying to impute all responsibility to him rashly.
But... yeah, the guy's not saying anything.
We're screaming,
Whatever
Yosuke!
reason he had, there's no doubt about the fact that he'd been throwing people inside the TV. It was him who put Senpai through that misery. How can we possibly understand someone who says killing people is the same as saving them?
Failing to understand and failing to listen are rather different things. Truthfully, not all the hitches that were nagging at me have been answered yet. We'll have to see what he can tell us about them. Though it appears he's in no condition to do so at the moment.
True. Dealing with him right now might not solve all the things that are bothering us. Damn it. But you better remember this. I'll do everything I can to stop him from repeating what he's done. Anytime, anywhere, anything.
Let's worry about that after we've determined he's an actual threat, Yosuke, okay?
Jeez. How the hell can you stay so calm, man?
Because I have to when two
And
of my
again,
party are debating murder.
That's why you're our leader.
Three of my party are debating murder.
All right. Let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need.
If we leave any unanswered questions behind, we'll just be lying to ourselves. Yeah, that ain't gonna cut it. All right, I'm convinced.
Thank you. I'll think as hard as I can and try to help.
Well, we gotta start right there.
We all know how you feel, Yosuke.
Trembling on the floor.
Come on. We've accomplished this much together, haven't we?
Right. Together.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. And thanks.
I will say that I don't fully blame Kanji and Yosuke for this. They're essentially kids who were being given a supernatural power that they were never trained in using responsibly. This isn't like an adult with a gun. Especially because just pushing him in the TV world completely disconnects them from the death. So I'm not shocked a pair of teenagers have been pushed this far. They're in the wrong, but I don't think it's something to hate them over. And we have now maxed out the Fool. But I already have my baby. And we can now, and like literally making Loki is all we get. Notice we didn't get an item for that. I've mentioned that before, but you don't get an item for Fool or Judgment here. So Judgment is your second gauge. If you max out the Fool Arcana, that means you have skipped the first major hurdle to hitting the bad end. It means that you have not fallen into the trap of the false killer. And we now have the Seekers of Truth social link of the Judgment Arcana.
Hey, you guys? What are you doing? You can't be in here.
So this is the first sign that we're actually doing something proper.
We were keeping an eye on the suspect. The police officers outside seem to have their hands full helping Dojima-san. If Namatame were to escape, it would be a disaster for the police's reputation. And their trust in you, Adachi-san.
She's a quick thinker, give her that.
Oh, I see. We'll tighten security from now on, and I'll arrange for him to be transported out as soon as possible. So, if you guys can keep quiet about being in here, I'd really appreciate it.
No problem.
How is he, Doctor? He seemed to be extremely agitated a moment ago.
He seems fine for now, but he really needs his rest. Outside, everyone. Doctor's orders.
Understood.
We should go too. Let's get back to Nanako-chan's room.
It seems unwise. You should probably keep at least Adachi in here. Also, if you hit the bad end here, there are two things that happen. Or rather, something that happens and something that does not happen.
So what's this thing we're missing, huh?
To tell the truth, there's something that's bothering me too. Why did he start killing people in the first place?
Well, he said himself it was to save them, right? So he killed his lover in order to save her and kept going?
Yeah, right?
The police speculated the first murder was related to the affair, so they called in Namatame for questioning. But everything in his testimony and his bearing, no matter what they looked at, they found nothing suspicious.
This is the other hint, the fact he had an alibi.
If he is twisted enough to believe that murder is a means of saving people, I think that would have shown through.
Maybe he faked it real well. Or maybe he started out with a normal motive and got a taste for killing after the first time.
No, if that were the case, his motive for killing that announcer would be even more inexplicable. Namatame and his wife were separated at the time. Both Misuzu Hiragi and himself testified that she had discarded him. Hiragi also knew about Yamano beforehand, and Namatame was shocked to hear of Yamano's death. Their relationship was known and was not strained to the point of murder. There's simply no motive in the affair angle. The police invested a great deal of effort into investigating this point. Therefore, we have no convincing motive for Namatame to kill Mayumi Yamano, although her name was written in Namatame's own diary.
His reason for killing her.
It's still possible that he was crazy to begin with and no one realized, right?
I don't really get any of this.
Poor Kanji.
Ugh, this is so confusing.
Hey, we could hear you in there. This is a hospital. Maybe you should quiet down a little.
Oh, I guess Adachi did stay in there with him.
Oh, there you are, all of you. Please come with me immediately.
Huh? What's going on?
What are you waiting for? Hurry, go!
By seeking the truth, something has changed. Not this.
Where am
But this
I?
is important. Interesting, it looks like Teddy's on a road.
Is this Teddy's world?
Doesn't look like
This doesn't quite feel like it, though.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the TV world either.
I remember being at the hospital. That's right. Nana-chan.
It does, doesn't it? Doesn't look like fog either.
I couldn't do anything.
Looks like mist almost, or fire.
Why do I even exist? I couldn't keep my promise. I lost my reason to be there.
That's not a bad thought, but it's something more important.
That's it. I remember now. So, it was true. Guys. Sensei. What should I do?
I will say that if you killed Namatame, Teddy remains lost forever. Because you might notice he's not in the TV world. So, that is the thing that does happen as Teddy stays lost.
Oh, there they are. Nanako-chan came around.
And this is what Seeking Truth did.
Huh? What did you just say?
They resuscitated her.
Nanako-chan's alive?
Are you serious?
It's very rare to be resuscitated after one's heart and lungs fail, but it does happen. But until I know why she collapsed in the first place, I can't say for sure how well she'll recover from here on.
Yeah.
Still,
I'm trying not to.
Nanako-chan's a fighter, and she's trying desperately to stay alive.
So this isn't a joke? You're actually telling the truth?
Nanako-chan.
Oh my god.
This is amazing!
Miracles do happen. I'm so glad.
I didn't know what I was gonna do.
You all should go home for the night. I'll speak with Dojima-san tomorrow about Nanako-chan's treatment. It's rather chilly outside. If it starts snowing, be careful not to catch a cold.
Wait a second, where's Teddy? I noticed he didn't come with us when we went to Namatame's room.
You're right. That's weird. I figured he wouldn't move from Nanako-chan's side.
Teddy, where did you go?
Oh yeah, he has a cell with him. Wait, I shouldn't use mine inside the hospital. I'll try calling him up once we're outside.
Yeah, if you kill Namatame, Nanako is not resuscitated, which actually implies that her coming back to life was through a supernatural power. Especially considering...
I couldn't save...
Considering Teddy is whisked away, and where we find him later.
Naomi, and that girl too. I couldn't save them.
Also, this is interesting.
Huh? What's the matter? Feeling guilty all of a sudden? Sheesh.
He thinks he didn't save Mayumi and Saki. Curious. Yeah, well, I'll talk about it when we find Teddy, considering it's relevant to that. But I do believe it's a supernatural effect that brought Nanako back to life when you decided, against all feelings, to actually look at the truth.
I can't reach him. Did that stupid bear forget to charge the battery?
We took a quick look around the hospital, but there's no sign of him. I wonder where he went.
It's snowing.
Oh, it's snow.
Hey, you're right. Wow, it's been a while since I last saw real snow. It doesn't look that pretty, though, because of this fog.
I guess this makes it the first snow of the year. Ugh, it's freezing. Let's go home. Hey, Yosuke, if you find Teddy, don't forget to contact us, all right?
I know. Let's meet up at the special headquarters tomorrow. Man, that Ted. I hope he just went back home by himself. He's probably fine. But I'll hurry home just in case. Well, see you tomorrow.
I mean, it was murder, so yes. Yes, it was. I mean, we were with everybody, so who would have called us? Hello? Oh, it's Ko. Oh, Ko. And Daisuke, too. Yep, all your max social links call you to reassure you. And you don't get this on the bad ending, needless to say, as well. This is a little early. Persona 3 had it when you were facing down your final fight. Huh. That was actually far fewer than I maxed. I guess it's only a couple of them then. I thought it was all the social links you had maxed. It might. Well, no, because then I would have been there because I had maxed out I, remember? Oops. I'm actually gonna save real quick. Yes, I did. you might be right. No, I think you're right. I think we were on rank 9. I think because she hadn't shown up at school yet, so I didn't get to max her. Ooh. I think you're right. Yeah, you're right. It might just be school friends then, yeah. Strength, sun, moon, then Naoki. Interesting.
Welcome.
Hello, Igor.
It's been quite some time.
What's that out the windows? Probably nothing.
Not be alarmed.
Probably nothing.
You are fast asleep in the real world. I have summoned you within your dreams. Now then, your journey has taken you quite a distance thus far. Do you believe you'll be able to successfully solve this mystery?
Yes. Yes, we can.
Splendid. The precise destination of this vehicle, that too is getting rather hard to judge. If we continue driving blindly, we may end up leading you further away from the mystery that you must reach.
I love the light in this room.
Why don't we take a moment to look back on your journey?
I don't know what it is, but I like it.
It was for that purpose that I summoned you here tonight. Margaret?
Really getting it is totally different. I mean, really finding yourself.
I can't ignore that fact any longer. I need to face the truth head on.
Here's your thing from all your max social links.
What's right? What you should choose to do in life. The answers to those things lie within you.
I think I need to start being more selfish.
Though it's actually just a reminder of their lines.
I'm going to think about my life and set my own path.
Rather than them actually talking to you.
We are experiencing the words engraved into your memory during your journey.
Alright, let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need.
If we leave any unanswered questions behind, we'll just be lying to ourselves.
I'll think as hard as I can and try to help.
You also get resay no matter
Come
what.
on. We've accomplished this much together, haven't we?
Your party no matter what.
Right. Together.
But there was one missing from that.
And it seems you have comrades with you as well. Those heading in the same direction through this dense fog.
Did the car stop?
We'll be parked for the moment while I confirm our current heading.
As I mentioned previously, this year will signal a great change in your life. Though there isn't much time left, it can be worth your while to take the time to stop and reflect.
People are like water flowing in a river. There is only one stream, but all who pass through it are affected differently. Some travel fast, some change their course, experiencing countless events as they travel down the river of time.
Just so. The state of this room reflects the scenery of your heart. Perhaps this may be a time for contemplation rather than action.
This is your hint that you have to actually think hard and figure out at least a part of the mystery before we can move on. The fact that the Velvet Room, a piece of the subconscious, the collective subconscious in fact, stopped, is another major hint to that. So, this is our time for contemplation. We need to figure out what we're going to do and what we should do going forward.
Teddy's missing. I looked all over the neighborhood, but I couldn't find him anywhere.
And this is, of course, a major problem.
Yeah, me too. He was acting all weird lately. Rise and the others are checking inside the TV to see if he's gone back to the other side. We're meeting pretty soon, so will you come with me to Juness?
I don't think you're gonna find him, considering Teddy apparently got flung into the sea of unconscious. Pretty sure Rise can't scan that far.
It's no use, man. We can't find him.
No luck for me either. I didn't sense anything over there. The fog's so dense it might be affecting my readings. I wish I could do better. I'm sorry.
Ted. Don't tell me he really went back to his world this time. We told him over and over that he could stay here.
Conspicuous? Or it hurts?
I guess that's all we can do right now. He plays dumb a lot, but he's attached to us deep down. He wouldn't disappear without saying anything, right?
I'm worried for Teddy myself, but let's trust in him and await his return. Right now we must concentrate on the case. It won't be long before Namatame is transferred to another location. We must hurry, or we will miss our only chance to get his perspective on this.
How are we gonna get in,
I've been
though?
thinking about the case since, but something just doesn't seem right.
Let's quickly review the facts. Of all the victims, only 2 were killed. Miss Yamano the announcer, and Saki-san.
No music now?
From the documents we found in the car, we know Namatame had some sort of dealings with them. After that, there were multiple attempted murders in which we were targeted. It was only when he took Nanako-chan that we caught him in the act, identifying his modus operandi in the process.
When I hear you put it like that, sounds like the dude's guilty.
As a result of Namatame's arrest, the police admitted that Mitsuo Kubo was a mere copycat killer.
Back up to yesterday. Remember when you said Namatame didn't have a motive to kill the announcer? That's what's bothering me.
Right. Either he's completely nuts, or we're misunderstanding something.
You lost me.
Oh, Kanji.
She's trying to say that if Namatame is sane, then there may be facts in the case we don't know about yet.
Sane or insane? Sounds like a play I saw before.
When he talks about saving people, what does that actually mean? I don't think there's any doubt that it includes kidnapping people and throwing them into the TV.
No, that's true, but I don't think it involves killing them.
Could he mean saving them through death? He did call himself a savior, and said that the other side is a wonderful world.
So they'll be saved if they die? What a bunch of crap! The bastard should have gone and saved himself. What do you think, Senpai? If you think about it normally, it's gotta be him. But there ain't nothing normal about that world anyways.
There's something I've been wondering about for a while. When we first encountered him, he said, "You're the ones I saved. Don't worry, I'll save this girl too." So, if he saves people by killing them, did he save us too?
Yukiko brings up that
Wouldn't
point
he
I
actually
did.
have failed to save us?
You raise a good point. If he thinks that salvation comes only through death, his words to us make no sense. And another thing, the Namatame who appeared on the Midnight Channel said he failed to save Nanako-chan.
Well, maybe he really was trying to save the victims by putting them inside the TV. Come on, don't get all quiet like that. You guys know I just say the first dumb thing that pops into my head.
The possibility that he truly intended to save us.
But he's still the one who threw in Saki-senpai and that announcer, right? Sure, we haven't nailed down his motives, but that doesn't change the fact that he killed them.
We have no proof he
Or
did that,
what?
Yosuke.
You think someone else was involved? What makes you think so?
what the correct answer is here. I would think either 1 or 4. I think 4, considering the alibi proved he absolutely could not have killed Yamano. Wasn't that what Naoto said? The police had put so much work into Namatame possibly killing Yamano that they proved beyond any doubt that he could not have done it. I don't think this was another minefield area, but I don't remember, and that's making me nervous. Actually, I don't... Okay, I just checked, and apparently this choice does not matter, so... Yeah, I think this choice is not one that matters, so I'm gonna go with the one that I think most proves it, which is the fact that he has an airtight alibi for Yamano.
Her alibi? Wasn't it airtight right from the beginning? How could she kidnap people and throw them into TVs if she's out of the country?
I misunderstood. I should have figured it out because it said Masuga Hiragi. But apparently I misunderstood that. Alright. Then my other choice is the diary.
But that points straight at Namatame. Come on, man.
Oh, shut up. It's not like you're being any help. Oh, you're right. I forgot about the warning. Ooh, I forgot about that warning letter. You're right.
Warning letter? Oh yeah. Whatever happened to that
I think it was don't rescue anymore.
If Namatame's the killer, he must have been the one who wrote it, right?
Let's review them.
Don't rescue anymore. Those seem very at odds with Namatame. You were actually right on the mark, Pi. Good job.
Yes, that's right.
Isn't that kind of odd? Would someone who thinks he's saving people by killing them write stuff like don't rescue or kill?
Yeah, and the will be put in and killed part doesn't make sense either. If the killer was writing it, wouldn't it be more like I'll put in and kill?
Hey, could this mean...
Namatame didn't write it.
Yeah. It's almost like someone else wrote this letter.
But only the killer would write such a letter and deliver it to Dojima-san's house, right? If someone else wrote it, that could only mean...
Dear God. Since this is such an unusual case, I was absolutely convinced that other than the Kubo incident, there was one culprit.
So Namatame really was trying to save his victims?
Everything is exactly the opposite of what it first seemed. In Namatame's parlance, failing would have been the first 2 cases when the victims died. If he had used his method twice and failed both times, he would hardly have continued using the TV. And yet he did. It all seems to suggest that someone else wrote this warning letter while observing the entire case.
Someone else? Then, it wasn't Namatame that killed Saki-senpai and the announcer?
Nope!
We can't say for certain
well,
yet.
Probably
need
not.
to speak with Namatame face to face.
But we have enough evidence that it seems reasonable to doubt that he had a hand in those. Yeah, Judgment is going to be ranking up like mad, considering it ranks up every time you pass a section. And there's only one other section you can fail at.
How though? After what happened yesterday, they said they're gonna tighten security.
Adachi?
I have a plan. But there's no time to waste. Let's hurry to the hospital.
Hey, this place is off limits.
I'm a consultant with the police. I'd like a few words with Namatame-san. May I go in?
This is Unit 252, requesting confirmation on an ID. Name of Naoto Shirogane. Huh? Ah. Understood. I see. Well, you're on the list. I can give you a few minutes, but I'll have to record your conversation with him for security purposes. Not that I expect you'll get anything coherent out of the guy. He's been spouting nothing but gibberish.
I'd like him to accompany me as well. He has no identification, but this is an emergency situation, and he's here in Detective Dojima's stead.
Huh? Detective Dojima sent him? I wasn't informed of this.
I'll vouch for his identity.
Well, I guess it's better than dealing with the man himself. We have our hands full with the transport procedures, so the last thing we need is Detective Dojima running wild. Detective Adachi is busy somewhere too.
Huh, where is Adachi?
This is Unit 252. Huh? I see.
Has something happened?
Something about a suspicious object out in the lobby.
Ah, well then, this works out nicely. You should back up your colleagues downstairs. We'll keep watch over Namatame-san. A disturbance in a hospital lobby, after all. It sounds serious.
If anything happens, hit the nurse call button. I'll leave the rest to you.
Understood. Please be careful.
Also, is he seriously unguarded in there when he tried to go out the window?
I knew they were undermanned, but I didn't expect it to go this smoothly.
Wow.
There's nothing much inside that suspicious object, so he won't be gone long.
All right, then now's our chance to talk to Namatame.
I think I always pick the diary in that one section, and it's always wrong, and I never remember that it's wrong. Because it feels like the game never lets you actually get a good look at it. So you can never tell what's actually there and what you can use it for. Hey, buddy. We gotta have a talk with you.
Namatame-san, there's something we'd like to ask you. It's tempting to think that you were the culprit behind this entire case. And to be honest, there are many in this town who hope you are. But we are here to learn the truth. So please, answer our questions.
Huh?
Well, he's paying attention at least. So this is one of, I believe we have to go through all of these options, so... Let's start with the first identifying one. The first person he threw in...
Huh? Me?
...was Yukiko.
Hmm.
They were killed. I couldn't save them. No. If nobody saves them, they'll be killed. That's why I put them in there.
Then tell me if my estimation is correct so far. After discovering the Yamano and Konishi incidents, you realized an appearance on the Midnight Channel meant certain death. Thus, to save her from that fate, you kidnapped Yukiko Amagi. You couldn't let her be killed, so you threw her into the TV, preventing the killer in this world from reaching her. And you repeated the process, as more individuals appeared on the Midnight Channel.
Interesting.
It all falls into place. His body is weak, but his mind is sound. He's trying to tell us the truth.
Yeah, but if the stuff he's saying is true...
There's another killer who murdered the first two victims?
Indulge us in a few more questions.
Let's start with the most obvious one. Why did you enter the TV?
I didn't know. I never thought it would be that kind of place.
Interesting. So apparently he didn't realize that it was actually dangerous. Which makes sense. If he put in 4 people and they all came out perfectly sound, of course he would think it was a safe place.
What are you talking about?
So he never sent the warning letters either. Do you know who killed the first 2?
I have no idea. I want to know that too.
As I thought.
You believe me?
We do.
Did they find him? Did they find the one who did such cruel things?
No.
Mayumi.
Please calm down. Our ability to find the culprit rests on you. We know about the other world. In fact, we're the only ones who can fully understand what you have to say.
Only you?
We did blame you for everything at first. But now I think we can accept whatever you got to tell us as truth.
Please, tell us everything you can, calmly and slowly.
You're willing to listen? Do my story?
Well, we shouldn't have come here if we weren't, so...
All right.
And now, are you ready to see what's going on behind Namatame's actions?
Soon after my affair with Mayumi became common knowledge, I returned to my parents' home, as if to run away from the scandal. And I started drinking heavily to drown my anxieties. I hadn't been able to reach Mayumi at all, and that didn't help either. Mayumi, where are you? She'd been disgraced on all the afternoon shows, and forced to resign from the program she was on. I caused her so much trouble. I wanted to at least apologize to her, but I couldn't even do that.
Why was she fired?
I lost the will and energy to do anything. Then, one day, the rumor I heard some time ago came back to me. Since I had nothing better to do, I sat down blankly in front of the TV and watched my own reflection.
I mean, affairs are bad, but losing your job bad?
And all of a sudden, there was Mayumi. Mayumi? Is that you?
Oh, that makes sense.
The Mayumi inside the TV looked as if she was calling to me for help. Mayumi? Mayumi! When I reached out unthinkingly to touch her,
so he discovered it the same way Soji
my
did.
arm disappeared into the TV, as if I had dipped it into a pool of water. I was so shocked that I lost my balance and nearly fell face first into the TV. I was so scared. I couldn't understand what just happened. I thought maybe I'd gone insane. In the end, I decided to think of it as just a dream, and I went back to the city the next day after finishing work.
I said how
The
we
next
did,
afternoon
not
when I got
as
to
we
work,
did.
I was fired on the spot, as I expected.
Same way,
That wasn't
yes.
what broke me, though.
The same way, not the same time. He did discover it before we did.
It was Mayumi being found dead. And not just that, but it had happened in my hometown.
It's okay. Mishearing voices is easy. God knows I can't point fingers with how half deaf I am.
I was dumbstruck. But later on, I remember the image of Mayumi I'd seen that night. Was it not a dream? Could it really have been an SOS from Mayumi? I hadn't touched another TV because the first time was so terrifying, but I decided to try it again. And I confirmed that none of it was a dream. So that image, was it something Mayumi showed me calling for help. That's how I felt.
And eventually, you learned of the Midnight Channel.
I remembered that when Mayumi was alive, she was chasing a rumor about some bizarre TV program. I'd heard about it before, but I thought it was just an urban legend. But then Mayumi appeared on it, and later turned up dead. The more I thought about it, the harder it became to believe that the two events were unrelated. Soon after that, I came back to Inaba to answer the police's questions. I'd lost my job, and I wanted to know the truth of Mayumi's death for myself. Then, on another rainy night, someone else appeared on the Midnight Channel. It was a girl. She looked like she was calling for help, just like Mayumi. The first thing that came into my mind was, maybe this girl will be the next to die.
And that was Saki-senpai.
I'd been following all the news about Mayumi, so I noticed right away that she was the girl who found Mayumi's body. And if my hunch was right, she'd be the next victim. I didn't want her to die the way Mayumi did, so I desperately kept watching. I was consumed with the idea of rescuing her. Then, little by little, her image on the screen came into sharper focus.
It became sharper?
How did you find out it was her?
After I came back, my father couldn't bear to see me in such low spirits, and gave me a job with the family business. I met that girl when I delivered a package to the liquor store. After agonizing over it, I decided to meet her, and told her to be careful. But that same night, on the TV, she looked as if she was being engulfed by some black shape. She was writhing in pain.
This is what we saw on the night of
That's why I warned her. Why won't she pick up the phone?
On the night Saki died.
Come on! Please!
That's the same Midnight Channel show we saw where it looked like she'd been maimed by something. It was in the process of being maimed by something, rather.
The next day, they found her dead. I knew she was gonna be murdered, but I couldn't save her. I blamed myself, thinking there must have been something I could have done. There was no one who depended on me. Nobody at work, not even my wife. Mayumi was the only one who accepted me for who I was. But she was murdered, and the same person killed another girl. I was beside myself. I couldn't forgive myself for doing nothing.
You really did love Miss Yamano.
Yes, from the bottom of my heart. Before I was married, my wife made it big in show business. I was happy for her, but it put a strain on our relationship.
I think I can kind of relate.
It was around that time when I met Mayumi. She was interviewing our candidate for the next election. She was a big-name announcer, but she only worked with local stations, and her attitude towards work was similar to mine. We both came from Inaba, so she was easy to talk to. I knew it was wrong, but I couldn't help getting intimate with her.
Yeah, it was pretty wrong, Namatame.
Gave meaning to my life.
You should have separated from your wife fully if that's what you wanted.
Soon after Saki-san was found dead, yet another girl appeared on TV. That was you. She'll be kidnapped next, and murdered. I can't let her end up like Mayumi and that other girl. This time, I'm gonna do something. My opponent was a murderer who left no clues to his identity. I thought hard about what I could do to protect her from someone like that. I'll never convince her. If she gets suspicious and they arrest me, who'll save her then? The girl inside the TV looked as if she was smiling at me. And that's when it hit me. I apparently had the power to go through the TV screen to the other side. Then, what if I put her into the TV and give her shelter there before the killer gets her? What are you trying to tell me? That it's safe over there? Is that it? The girl inside the TV seemed to smile at me again. And I thought, no matter what kind of place it might be, it's better than being slaughtered. Once things calmed down, I could just let her out again.
Yep, if Yukiko had died,
if she's inside the TV,
none of it would have happened.
There's no way they can find her. It felt as if everything was starting to come together in my mind.
Of course, that would mean Yukiko dying,
Could
which
it be that
we don't
Mayumi
want.
gave me that power to prevent any more victims from meeting her fate?
That's kind of a sweet thought.
Was it my mission to save people? But there was a big problem. If I explained the situation to the victim, they wouldn't understand. I had already tried that and failed miserably. It seemed the only thing I could do was to take them away. If that was my mission, I'd just have to do it. Or so I thought. Mayumi, please lend me your strength.
So, since you thought people who appeared on the Midnight Channel would be killed, you kidnapped us in order to save us.
Mission? Give me a break. You never stopped and wondered about any of this?
I thought I was the only one who could help them. I did call the police, but they didn't believe me. I knew the area well, thanks to my job. I had a large truck, and I could move around without suspicion. I thought my job as a delivery man would be the perfect cover for my mission. I thought no one else could do it.
This is why he went insane, by the way.
Are you telling me that I wasn't saving them?
He got drunk on his own savior complex.
If a person is still within the TV world when the fog appears here, they will die. Beginning with Yukiko-san, the people you thought you had been saving were, in fact, in mortal peril. It was my friends here who really saved us all.
I had a feeling that was it. When I went after that little girl and entered the TV myself, for the first time, I had some doubts about myself.
You refer to Nanako-chan, correct?
The police were after me, so I had to get away. But I still felt I needed to do everything I could to save that poor little girl. That's why I went in after her.
He thought he could protect her.
But the TV world was completely different than I imagined. Such an abominable, grotesque place. I knew that the three of you who I saved went back to your normal lives, so I didn't realize how terrible that world was.
Three?
I never knew. You couldn't even get out of that place on your own. I thought I was going insane. I probably did.
There were four,
And you know the
Namatame.
rest. When I came to, I was lying in a hospital bed.
You really were trying to save people.
But I ended up doing just the opposite. What a fool. I always wanted to enter the world of politics and become useful to society. But after losing my job and the woman I loved, all I had left was this power. I convinced myself that world was some sort of sanctuary, and I secretly believed myself to be a hero.
I think it was just a mistake. Because nothing about that comes up later
I never
on.
doubted what I saw on TV, and believed everything was as I wanted it to be. I didn't think for myself at all. That's why I couldn't protect them. I'm to blame for all of this.
Because yes, Namatame did throw in Yukiko, Kanji, Rise, and Naoto. That is confirmed. So I think that 3 is just... It's some kind of weird typo that got into the game, and I'm not really sure. why they didn't catch that. But among all the subtle hints, that's just an error, so don't worry about that too much.
I suppose so. But the things I've done are too serious to be brushed aside like that.
I wasn't brushing them aside, I just don't hate you for it.
I have no intentions of running away from my crimes. I'm prepared to face the consequences. Kidnapping is already a serious crime. And on top of that, I put all those lives in danger. I'm sorry.
The Midnight Channel and the other world? You can hardly be blamed for failing to understand them properly. We must apologize to you as well. Had we let our emotions blind us to the truth, we would have piled all the responsibility on you.
So yeah, if you let them go through with that murder
from
idea...
Your point of view, people did stop dying once you started saving people. The more you did it, the more you really believed you were preventing their deaths.
You killed an innocent man in cold blood. Congratulations.
Such a joke.
And the real killer got away, too, if you did that.
I'm sorry. I'm getting a little tired.
What are you all crammed in here for?
My apologies. We'll be leaving now.
We got what we needed to know.
Wait. I beg you, please, find whoever's behind this. You children are the only ones who know about that world.
It's all clear now. He never
guys.
committed any murders. It was another party who threw the first
Guys.
2 victims into the TV.
Police officer right there. Do you want me to do this after you step out of the room when there is not an adult and literally 2 feet away?
Now get out of here! I told you, he's almost ready to be transported. We can't have anything else happen. Sheesh. I better not see you rascals here again.
Also, the reason Nanako and Namatame reacted worse is because Nanako was so small and got strangled, and because Namatame got fused with a shadow. That's why they're much sicker.
Nanako-chan looks like she's in pain. She's fighting for dear life.
I like your jacket, Kanji.
This was the last place we saw Teddy, right? He was so worried about her.
How can he flake out like this when we have to find the real killer?
The police consider the matter closed. We'll have to do all the investigation from here on out. Let's revisit Saki-san and Miss Yamano's incidents, and see if we can turn up fresh details.
But it's been over 6 months. Wouldn't the trail be cold by now?
I know, but we can't give up. We're the only ones who understand what's really going on. And you never know. People might remember some things now because they've had so much time to think about it. Let's split up and talk to people all over town tomorrow. We'll meet up in the evening to discuss our findings.
I hope we can find out something about Teddy, too.
So tomorrow we start on track to see if we can figure out what's really going on. Who is the real killer? How have they been doing this? Well, we know how they've been doing this, but who's the real killer? And why did they let Namatame take over? Oh, check where Nanako usually sits? Okay. Right here, right? There's nothing here. If you're thinking of the reward, doesn't that come after you actually get, like, the finals results? Because we haven't gotten those yet. But yeah, we are now on track and we need to figure out who is the real threat here.